everybody that comes here that are warriors from Vietnam, but we all have this common tie. And we can come down here, we can weep, we can hug each other, we can support each other.
The wall makes no sound, but it is not silent. 58,267 names of the dead are honored on the black granite.
Kind of weak at the knees knowing all the guys that are on there, you know. Could have been, probably should have been me instead of some of them.
Donna Hogue remembers her husband.
Sometimes I do really well. It's a strange feeling. Sometimes it's like you're living. It's a dream. It's a long time ago, and sometimes it's just like yesterday.
The Honor Flight has drawn names of the fallen and are finding and sketching their names. Dr. Jack Waller is confronted by a strange coincidence.
This is Major Sam Cornelius. I played football against him in my junior year. He's from Spearman, Texas. I've still got a cut on my lip that he gave me, and for some reason this flag was just in my bag of things to put down today, and as unbelievable as that seems, it happened.
The wall reflects the image of the visitor, an apparition of one who seeks the past for a fallen comrade.
Send this to his family in a little short note and a letter.
For one man in the Honor Flight, visiting the wall meant remembering how he felt in Vietnam.
It was a good time to been somewhere else rather than Vietnam.
All these veterans coming in, it's really a pleasure to be able to shake their hand and thank them, because without them we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now, and it's just truly an honor.
A sentiment expressed by many active duty military members who turned out to greet the Honor Flight veterans. From the moment the vets arrived at the airport, crowds gathered to applaud their service.
That was the most emotional thing that I ever witnessed in my life.
It shows that that can happen throughout the United States if we wanted to.
The reception at the airport was just absolutely outstanding. Thank you, Baltimore. Brought a tear to my eye, really.
And the reception was not confined to the military. Strangers would applaud at the sight of the veterans. This is the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier at Arlington National Cemetery. These guards practice precision and discipline. One of the greatest honors given our vets was to allow them to lay a wreath at the tomb.
It was just a lump in your throat. It was just something that you didn't ever dream that you'd do. You never did think about you'd ever do anything like that, so it was never on your mind.
I had several cousins and uncles, died between World War II and Korea, and a couple of cousins in Vietnam, so yeah, it gets your attention.
I think that we all felt it was a very impressive moment, and one that was very serious to all of us. And we felt that loss then as much as anybody could.
There was little ambiguity in the Second World War.
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories. Not necessarily good ones, but at the same time it is truth.
From the bombing of Pearl Harbor to VJ Day, our nation fought an axis of evil.
If Truman hadn't dropped the bomb, I probably wouldn't be here, because I was supposed to have been the first replacement for the invasion in Japan.
The Honor Flight veterans are visiting the World War II Memorial to honor those who sacrificed their lives in that struggle, and also to be appreciated for their own contributions.
Something like that makes you proud to be part of it. And even though our part might be small, we serve.
I'll tell you, it's very heartwarming. It's hard to define how you feel when you're seeing all these things before you.
There are 56 granite pillars inscribed with the names of states and territories of the United States. The Honor Flight laid wreaths honoring the fallen in the Pacific and Atlantic.
I think it's fabulous. I never expected it to be something like that.
I think it was pretty good.
More than 60 years after the end of the war, these veterans have arrived to bid the war farewell.
This has been a tremendous undertaking, and again I keep using the word community project, taking 137 people, a plane load, no empty seats, to Washington D.C. and putting together a tour of all the memorials that require permits from the National Park Service and of course all the hotel arrangements and restaurant, food arrangements. It's a big job.
Jack Barnes will be the first to tell you it's not about him, it's about honoring the vets. But he and his America Supports You Texas team make the trip possible, and the vets appreciate it.
It was well organized and beyond my wildest imagination. An exhilarating experience. Pretty tiring, but it was worth every minute.
It was fantastic.
Volunteers ensure wheelchairs are ready, that food and water are available. Barnes and his team organize the wreath-laying ceremonies, complete with bagpipe musicians. Chief Frank Linen leads the ceremonies.
Just seeing the reaction of each of these veterans' faces as they see each of the memorials that were put up in their honor that they've never seen is just incredible.
And getting to the memorials isn't easy in a city of traffic.
There's always traffic issues, and of course Washington D.C. is bumper to bumper just pretty much all day long, and you know, you just deal with it.
Volunteers helped the veteran find his son's grave at Arlington National Cemetery.
My husband's 89 years old, so I feel like that might be his last time to go up that hill. We hope not.
I was up there 3 years ago, and I'm getting more out of it these 3 days than I did those 5 days.
It's really put the kibosh on me. I would have never believed that something like this could go on. People would actually care.
This is a city where the eternal likenesses of heroes remain steadfast among temporary observers. The veterans honor the fallen of the Korean War and the Battle of Iwo Jima, represented in a figure and a fixed countenance. Eternal.
Yes, sir. He was killed in the Iwo Jima on February 26th, 1945.
What was his name?
Melvin D. Seals.
What do you remember about him?
I remember being a brother.
It's very emotional. Pretty well choked up over it.
It's an extreme honor to come in here and remember fellow brothers who have fallen.
Brought me to tears, and
because that's where I served and had a great deal of experience, and it meant a great deal to me.
I'm just so proud and thankful to be able to still participate and come to something of this nature.
In this city, we remember the sacrifice of our warriors and the precious gift they gave us.
I just wish that everyone could experience this to understand what these people have offered, these veterans, why we have freedom, the cost of freedom.